They say betrayal cuts the deepest when it comes from the one you trust most. For me, that pain came wrapped in the guise of a best friend's smile, a friend who chose to expose the darkest secret I had fought to keep hidden, my illness. When that secret shattered into the open, so did my world. I was humiliated, cast aside like a broken thing. The whispers started immediately. She's weak. A disgrace to her family. How could she let this happen? But worst of all were my parents. When the news reached them, not from me, but from others, their disappointment was a physical blow. "This illness? It's your failure," my mother said, voice cold and sharp as winter ice. My father looked away, ashamed. In their eyes, my struggle wasn't an illness. It was a weakness, a personal defect that stained our family name. Their harsh judgment crushed me more than the illness ever could. I left then, not just the house, but the life I thought I knew. Fueled by their rejection, I made a silent vow. I would not be defined by this betrayal or their disappointment. I would rise, not only to conquer my illness, but to become a force for others, like me who face judgment and isolation. The road was brutal. Every day was a battle against my body and mind. There were nights I wanted to give up, to disappear into the shadows where I believed I belonged. But somewhere deep inside, a fire burned, a fire ignited by pain, fueled by the memory of their words and the betrayal that broke me open. I fought harder, seeking out specialists, learning everything about my condition, and pushing my limits beyond what I thought possible. Years passed. I healed, grew stronger, and emerged transformed, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. I became an advocate, speaking at conferences, sharing my story to shatter stigma and offer hope. I connected with others, building a community of resilience where once there was only shame. Then came the day I returned home. The same streets, the same faces, but I was no longer the girl they thought they knew. At a community event, I stood before a crowd that included those who doubted me, including my parents. I looked at them, feeling the years of pain and growth flow through me. My voice was steady, carrying the weight of experience and defiance. You believed I was a failure. You saw my illness as a disgrace. But I'm here to tell you that true strength isn't in perfection or avoidance. It's in rising above, in fighting even when the world turns its back. My mother's eyes filled with tears. My father's jaw clenched, but I knew I'd already won. The girl who left broken had returned as a woman unbreakable. The betrayal that once defined me had become my catalyst, my revenge not through vengeance, but through unstoppable resilience. I am no longer the secret they tried to bury. I am the loudest voice they will ever hear. And in that moment, standing tall and unashamed, I proved to myself and them that strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the triumph over it.